I'm a writer with 7 bestsellers. All suspense thrillers, murder stories, realistic ones. I only write reality. The darker parts of life. Only the shocking things that could happen. With the money it's made, you'd think it'd make me happy, but lately, there's been something wrong with me.
Would you describe this as a dream or real life?
I don't believe these things could have really been happening, Doctor. At this point, I'm worried this is the time when I'm really losing my mind.
Dreams can be very intense. Sometimes they reveal our subconscious thoughts and fears.
And it feels too real to be a dream. And I don't know where this dream would be coming from if it was.
Is there any other source of stress in your life?
What do you mean, change my brand?
Well, I'm just saying that. Could you mute the TV, please? Well, I'm just saying that if we look at your statistics, Murder at the Funeral sold about 500,000 less than your last novel, and Winter's Assassination sold 200,000 less than the one before that.
But I still got the Pulitzer. Wasn't that one of your dreams? Have a client who wins the Pulitzer?
Come on, Sam. You know how much I appreciate that achievement, but your numbers are down.
I told you. I don't do fantasy or supernatural horror. It's not interesting to me. I only write about things that could happen in the real world.
Well, in the real world right now, people are trending toward fantasy horror. And just imagine if you came up with a nice, new, elevated approach to a scary novel. A new direction would drum up some excitement. And then maybe you would do one that you're more interested in. So, one for them and one for you.
I mean, what do you want me to do? A scene where a monster eats the entire city, or where a serial killer's ghost haunts a group of teenagers?
So don't take my advice if you don't want it. Continue writing your novels about people who get mysteriously slain in restaurants, or murderers who come back to kill the rest of the family at the funeral.
Now, there's more themes to that than you're giving credit. It's tasteful violence.
Well, still think about what I said. And maybe one of these days you can think of something a little less morbid.
Rachel.
Never mind.
Bye, Rachel.
So, if it isn't the Pulitzer Prize winner.
I've got that new manuscript copy for you.
Oh, wonderful. What's it about this time?
Another murder. This time it's about a psychiatrist and a woman who thinks she's going mad.
Why am I not surprised? What's the inspiration for this book?
Well, art might be reflecting reality a bit in this case. At least with the part about the woman who thinks she's going crazy.
Oh, Sam, you don't mean to say that you're seeing a shrink.
Just for a couple weeks now. Now, don't worry about it. I've been having some insomnia and I'm not feeling myself. I just wanted you to know.
Is this about me telling you to change your brand? We don't need to panic about that.
I'm not panicking, Rachel. I'm sure everything will be fine.
I knew that it'd be a new murder. The psychiatrist murders someone with purple plastic gloves. Now, where does this inspiration come from?
Maybe I'll tell you sometime.
Hi, Millie. Bye, Millie. Speaking of which, they're going to a horror movie. She loves that crazy stuff. But maybe you should take a break from it.
I'm fine, Rachel. We'll work through this. Meet you for coffee later. We can talk about the new book.
This couple had each other as their whole world as they ran to their car. They were going to see a horror movie. Something with lots of kills. Little did they know they'd have an experience with a murderer themselves. As she happily slipped into the car, she didn't even take notice of the man hiding in the back seat, waiting with a knife.
So, as I understand, you feel your stories are coming to life.
That's what had been going through my head. The purple hand was something I couldn't explain, though. I thought I was just losing it, like you said.
Hey, I know you. You're that writer chick, Samantha Rowe.
Oh, yeah, that's actually a pen name.
What's your real name?
Not telling.
Hey, aren't you the one that wrote the story about the guy that got stabbed in the cafe, but they couldn't find the killer?
I'm sorry, I guess that's not the kind of story you'd like to hear.
Not really. Nice to meet you.
So this is when you stopped coming to see me.
For a time, I was in shock, you could say.
I was convinced that these were my stories coming to life. Just one question remained. What was the purple hand?
So that's what it was, Doctor. Some silly story I made up when I was a little kid. Don't know how that was stuck in my subconscious.
Too much stress, perhaps.
Too much stress from feeling I have to change the kind of books I write. Just like Rachel tried to say.
Will that be all?
Yes, I think that will be all, but maybe I will take a break from writing horror. It's made me paranoid.
We do tend to create our own fears.